but just it being wasted on a character that we have grown to love. You know what? I figured it out. This is Marvel's fuck you to Fox for making a better Quicksilver. I figured it out. They said, okay, all right. Y'all love LP's Quicksilver over Aaron Taylor Johnson. We got something for y'all. Ralph Boner. They fucked us. Okay.
And then they made a dick joke about it.
You know what? All right. They said we got the better. So y'all didn't have the better Quicksilver. Guess what? We gotcha. What's going on, YouTube? It's SN Play Speech Channel, Mr. A&D. And the anime hero Swaggle0 is back.
Hello. I'm back in the hex.
I'm about to say, how you get out there? So wait a minute. You left the hex and you came back into the hex. Anything different?
Is that why the room blew? Maybe.
See, so you got the powers. You ain't sharing with nobody. Okay, I see how that.
I can't share my DNA. That's come on, man. It's a pandemic out here. You want me to give blood?
You know, I would say something, but we on WandaVision right there. These urban youths they care about shared DNA. I'm just like, so what's the difference? I'll leave it at that. So we are here for the season finale of WandaVision, guys. Here, so we know what we do here. We always go out there. We give you guys what we thought about the show at first, and then we get into the nitty gritty, the spoilers, the breakdown, and things that way. So first off, Swag, welcome back this week. Because you know,
thank you.
I was over. I was like good times, like keeping my head above water a little bit last week. I was doing the best I could.
I did watch it. You did a great job.
So how'd you feel about the finale? We here. Did it satisfy you? Did you know what I'm saying? Or do you feel as though you gotta go to the strip club afterwards?
It was bittersweet. Honestly, that's the best way I can explain it. I had a fun ride, but it was like, I don't want this to end. I really don't want this to end. I kind of wish it was like, I wish this would go on as long as possible. But all good things must come to an end. And I feel like a lot of things they could have worked better on. However, I'm not disappointed with the ending. Okay. So I give it a damn near perfect. That's probably the lowest score out of all the episodes I would give it. I'm not going to say this is the weakest episode out of all of them. It did answer up a couple questions that I've had, but yeah, I would give it a damn near perfect.
Okay, my personal opinion, I felt it was a little disappointing, and it was disappointing of how the story was taking us. I thought we was going to get a bigger reveal than we were. I'm going to get into the so-called Luke Skywalker cameo appearance type thing. I was just like, yeah, I hate Marvel sometimes, but you know. It is what it is. I thought it's a decent episode, but I give it a B, and you know, I truly give it a B. It's probably what I think actually for everything that's been heavy hitting. I think we was on the ground running from episode 3 to episode 7,
right? And
then for the way we was running, it was like getting better. It's kind of like you know, Jack and Jill went up the hill, and they kind of like started to roll back down with us. So that's how I feel. But you know what, guys? We're going to get right into it. So right now, it is the spoiler time. So if you guys do not want to be spoiled, if you have not seen the episode, even though this review is coming up a little bit late, this is the spoiler section where we're going to go right to the exact breakdown of what happened. So we start off right where we left off last time. Wanda is facing Agatha Harkness, and she has her two twin boys wrapped up. She hits her with a blast. She tells the twins to go to the room. As Agatha sits up, and then of course, every time she's throwing these beams at Agatha seems to be absorbing the beams.
Yep.
And then finally, we pull out that Captain America Civil War thing with the car. She takes the car and right there through this house, and we get a little nod to the Wizard of Oz as we see that her feet are sticking out underneath the house, like the Wicked Witch, which by the way, they did have another thing of the Wizard of Oz in there from as the hex is going back by the theater. We see it says Oz the Great and Powerful, which is a movie that Sam Raimi directed, which is going to be directing the Multiverse of Madness. So
I did not know Sam Raimi directed that.
Oh, Oz the Great and Powerful.
Yeah, I did not know Sam Raimi directed that.
Yes, he did do that one. So and it's like, you know, we got a hit coming up to Oz and the Great and Powerful.
But Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, the multiverse of madness. I don't want to see it in the eyes of great and powerful. You're gonna be completely honest with you. So as the fight ensues, and she did that, we see the most creepiest version of Vision slide down behind her. I'm like, this is like Ku Klux Klan Vision. Come on. Okay, and I was just like, man, first of all, I ain't think y'all gonna make Vision that creepy. He comes in there, she's like, Vision, is that you? Which is all white Vision from like West Coast Avengers Vision.
Yep.
And she's all in shock that he was just like Wanda. He puts his hand on her face and then puts the other hand. You hear that cracking? I'm like,
yeah,
scared. You hear me? It's scared. I'm just talking about some.
I actually like the design of the of White Vision.
Oh, I loved it.
I love the design. I was like, this looks really. It looks like an iPhone. It looks like a new iPhone.
So then we see Vision finally come back. I'm sitting there thinking like, whoa, how far away did him and Darcy drive? Because
not Vision, Vision.
We're not going to do the Vision.
The Vision versus Vision. Come on, like Vision is half black. He is part Wakanda and part American. All right, we gotta get. Come on, man. One drop of blood.
He wore that one sweater. Then he Vision.
He's part. He got Wakanda in him. Come on, vibranium comes from Wakanda, and he's part black. Come on, man.
Backdoor Infinity War. They said no.
He part black. He part black. Come on, man. You gotta give him his flowers. He in the house, but he's still one of us. All right, come on. You gotta give him.
So they go and then she fights and then she realizes, okay, it's Vision. I like the line that Agnes says, when she's just like, oh, Wanda, you got your boyfriend and your ex at the same party.
Yeah, that was cool. So, that was cool.
So Wanda goes chase after Agnes, but then we get a zoom in shot. At one shot, we see Monica that's locked in the room with Pedro, and she sees the door. She tries to make a run for it, and he kind of speeds up and gives a little flick, and she kind of like flies back a little bit. And I was just like, okay, we can probably get a Monica versus Quicksilver kind of matchup. I was ready for when they come back, but we get some more fighting of Vision and Vision up in the air. He tries to rip the Mind Stone out, but then he phases through, and he started doing like a phase kind of battle, like beating White Vision up.
I actually like that. I like the little scene between him. This is probably the most high budget thing that we're gonna get out of the show, and. Personally, I like more. This show is more like a mind game show. I expect this from an Avenger type movie. Yeah. I don't really like the whole Michael Bay, let's get visual effects all over the place and just make explosions where you can have like a good mind battle. However, this was a cool thing to see because we haven't seen Vision in a fight like this.
Yes, and I thought it was pretty cool. Meanwhile, they bring Jimmy Woo back in. Obviously, he's been arrested for, I guess, breach of something. And he goes and he picks up this cell phone. Did they ever double back to what that cell phone was for? And
when he called the people to come in and arrest everyone.
Arrest everyone. Good. Okay, got like that. And then we see him escape with his little handcuff trick that he has learned from Scott Lang.
It's just nothing but magic. I like him.
I like me some Jimmy Woo.
I hope they make that X-Files like series where they discover like other like Man-Thing or something.
Yeah.
And just like all over the gosh, I was about to say Disney, Marvel universe. With him or Darcy and stuff like that. So maybe.
Well, Wanda's back in the street looking for Agnes, and Agnes finally pops up from behind her and reveals that she has the Dark Hole, which is a book in the Marvel universe. Which is that the book that's missing from Doctor Strange's library chamber?
As far as I know, yes.
Okay, because they did do a version of that book on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. when they did the whole Ghost Rider thing.
Yeah, and thank God they're like, nah, that don't exist. That don't exist.
That don't even exist. So
that don't exist, y'all.
So all the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fans out there is crying. Guess what? I don't know.
Don't care. Don't care.
Don't care. Revealing that in the pages we see a emblem that comes like the Scarlet Witch and saying that she is going to be one of the most powerful, and she is going to be the one that's going to destroy the world. But Wanda keeps arguing with her, saying that she has no idea. I'm not who you say I am. But she says, oh, really? And she starts cutting the strings off the people she has in the townspeople. And then we see
Dottie.
Yeah, it Dottie, but she said, but my name was such and such. And then she said that, look, my daughter could probably play with your kids, or or she could be the school bully. It doesn't matter. Can you just let her out her room? I'm like, Wanda, you got these kids locked up in the room?
Now, I like this because this is probably one of the darkest things Marvel has done.
Yeah, I'm like,
this is probably one of the darkest things Marvel has done. And then everyone just getting close to her. I was like, oh, I like this scene. Then her powers just going wild, just start choking there. I was like, this is so good.
But, you know what I'm saying? But even just the dialogue alone of her saying, begging for her daughter, her 8-year-old daughter, just to be let out of her room. So I'm just like, because you wonder, you're like, where are the kids at?
Right. That and I think the line that was more powerful was like, or I forgot what she said. She either say it was the lady from the That 70s show. I keep forgetting her name. Yeah. But she said, just kill us. If you just don't stop doing this and just kill us.
Yeah.
And I was like, dag, okay. Marvel. All right, you're not afraid now.
You're not afraid at all. So as people start getting closer to Wanda, she starts to get a little bit panicked and a little bit worried. Then we go back and then we see that Monica's still in the room with Evan Peters, and she realizes that his real name is Ralph Boner.
Ralph Boner?
This is the Ralph that we were talking about the whole time.
The Ralph that we were talking about the whole damn time. This is who Ralph is?
The only way Ralph would remember our anniversary is if there was a beer named June 2nd.
This is who Ralph is. She's giving him a hip toss, and then she like, how is she even controlling you? And she sees this necklace that he has, and then takes it off. And I was like, you know what? I Marvel does a lot of things right. I think they dropped the ball on this one.
Now, I will only say they dropped the ball with the fight wise, because it was literally just a flip and a pull of a necklace and it was done. I feel like this was a great time to show Monica's powers at this point. Because we all, if for those who don't know, she can like move at the speed of light. Fighting someone that's like moving fast and then have her gradually like, hold on, I'm starting to understand his patterns. I'm starting to predict where he could go. This could have been a great showcase for Monica at that. I'm not mad at the whole Ralph thing. I
mean, we had a whole 15 minutes left of credits left, so I mean, you could have used the full hour.
Those credits be long.
Long. I'm just like,
I'd be looking at it like, it's 7 minutes left. Yeah. 7 minutes left. Why are we? You know what I'm saying? They got to do credits in each language.
But I'm sorry, it just shows that that's not Evan Peters. That's not Pedro from the X-Men universe.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, they swerved this, but I was like, I'm not saying they had to bring the X-Men characters from Fox over, but to allude that there's other mutants, other stuff like that around. Because if that was what the big reveal was going to be, me personally, I would have just made it Aaron Taylor Johnson.
I actually don't think I think the big reveal was actually Vision, White Vision.
Well, obviously, but yeah. I'm saying, but for all the buildup of Ralph, right? And like I said, I was still stuck on that Mephisto train or even Nightmare train, whatever the case may be, train. But just having it being wasted on a character that we have grown to love. You know what? I figured it out. This is Marvel's fuck you to Fox for making a better Quicksilver. I figured it out. They said, okay, all right. Y'all love LP's Quicksilver over Aaron Taylor Johnson. We got something for y'all. Ralph Boner. They fucked us. Okay.
And then they made a dick joke about it.
You didn't see that coming?
You know what? All right. They said we got the better. So y'all didn't have the better Quicksilver. Guess what? We gotcha. All right. That's what it had to be.
Right. They said money talks.
They got us. I
didn't even think of that until now. That's good. That's good. I didn't even think of that until now.
Look. Low head clap. But as the fight's going on, so we go back out to Vision and White Vision is fighting, and then we see that Billy and Tommy in the room, and then Billy is getting the visions that his mama's in trouble and she's about to go ham on these townspeople, which we do see the scene where Wanda is sitting there like she's having like a breakdown. She says, look, you're all at peace, saying with me. She said, no, we get all your nightmares, we get all your pain.
You're fine. You're fine. I've kept you safe in here. You feel at peace.
Can you imagine being somebody regular, right? Like just us, and somebody was to come and just take over our whole city, right? And we all the pain that they suffer from losing parents, a brother, and a lover. I don't want all that pain.
Right.
And you know kind of pain it's just it does for the human body.
Right.
It tears that shit up inside. I'm just like, oh man, nah. We can't do this. We can't do this. And then she's like, okay. She said, no. Agnes was saying that, hey, you can't. Heroes don't torture people. She said, okay, I'm gonna let you go. But after she screams, she puts it like this choke band.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was gonna kill them all.
I thought she was too. I was like, this is getting crazier.
This is getting crazy. And she's like, I'm sorry. I'm just like, wait a minute. My spices went off. I was like, I'll say it for the end where I think this is going. So, which I think you already know anyway, because you're a smart guy. So
I actually don't know where you're going. I don't want to say a theory. I think all theories are done at this point, even though people are still on the internet. Like, I'm like, just put the Ferris Bueller. What are you still doing here?
Exactly.
Stop. Just stop.
I feel as though that it's as she opens up the hex to tell everybody to run and escape. I'm like, you expanded this hex about like 50 some miles. I was like, ain't nobody running from here to the open of the hex and getting out this joint in time. Especially after she sees Vision and Billy and Tommy, they start pixelating away, which kind of resembles the cover of the House of M.
Yeah.
So I like that. I like that whole pixelated away type thing. So she realizes she closes the hex, but in the meantime, before she closes it, we have S.W.O.R.D and FBI dipshit that we don't like. Hayward come in and make their way into the hex, and then she closes off the hex. So then we finally get our incredible family superhero standoff.
Yeah,
Vision, the kids, and Wanda.
The fake Avengers theme.
Exactly, which Vision says.
I was like, y'all just could have played the Avengers theme. This reminded me of Rogue One. If you listen to the soundtrack of Rogue One, it's like a Star Wars theme, but they try so hard to be Star Wars, where you're just like, you should have just put the Star Wars theme on there.
Exactly.
That's how I felt about that. So I was like, okay, it's all right.
Yeah. So we get that, and then Vision with the line.
Your mother and I never really prepared you for this.
But you were born for it.
They go. Vision takes care of Vision. Wanda goes takes care of Agnes, and she leaves the boys right there for the military.
Yeah.
So now we get one big kind of battle scene, which I was really into. So then, as Vision gets tossed into the library with White Vision, White Vision starting to learn how to do the phasing thing now also. But then Vision comes up with the line that kind of startles him, to saying that he said, "I'm programmed to take out Vision," correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was like, "But I'm not the real Vision." And he was just like, clarify. so
yeah, I request clarification.
I request clarification.
I love that scene. Again, you know how I am. I like it's a time and place for giant battles, and there's time and place for like you got to talk it out. This was a great moment for that, where it's just a psychology battle. Yeah, to understand who Vision is.
It does go back and forth between with different fight, but I'm gonna stick to the Vision one. They do bring up I forgot what the thesis that Vision was bringing up. I was like, oh, okay. But
it takes a while. You like the average person ain't gonna understand that
in
one first view.
Terms, please. So
like someone's gonna like, oh duh.
Okay, why not? So he says, allow me to help, because he says, you may have memories, but you still have data.
Yeah.
So he goes to data, and then we go get a shot going through everything that Vision wants. We go back all the way to Age of Ultron, and then going to Civil War, then going to Infinity War, and going back to Endgame, and then coming back to now. So it's like, okay, so we we getting all these things, and he was just, kind of like shocked. So he says, "I am Vision." So it looks like Vision is back, but he flies off.
Yeah, I took it as him being overwhelmed.
Yes, I mean that's a lot to unpack.
He like in 1 second, it's like, okay, hold up.
Yeah.
Let me
get a cigarette.
Yeah.
Something like that type of thing. I need to process all this. So then we go back to the military. Billy and Tommy are taking care of the military, and Tommy runs by Uncle Pedro and grabs one of his hats, one of the military hats, like he did in X-Men Days of Future Past. Since I guess that's not existing right now. But then here come this asshole Hayward. He comes out, and can we point out that this man, who is a government official, was going to unload a whole clip on some children
and kept spraying.
Yo,
he kept spraying. Didn't even blink. He didn't say anything. He just got out.
Trigger happy so much, man. So Monica stand down. No, she ain't hearing none of that. She stands there and she absorbs the bullets, and it's going right through it, but it slows down and falls at the end. One bullet gets past her, but she looks at it, which is indicating that she could probably move at supersonic speeds.
Right.
To catch that, and then Billy catches on the bullet, and they have a whole thing of nice trick. Well, I like yours too, type thing. But I was like, okay. Can we realize that this asshole was about to unload a whole clip of some kids?
I
don't care if it's superhero kids, mutant kids, or any kind of kid. Kids are kids, and I'm just like,
I didn't think of that until you brought it up.
Really?
And they're not even kids; they're imaginary friends. They're not even kids.
Like, bruh. I don't care even if it's a symbol of a kid. Even if we at practice at a police station, I'm not unloading my whole clip on no cardboard kid. After that, so motherfucker trying to escape now because he's scared. You know what I'm saying I'm out now. Oh, I guess my Western power, of having a gun that didn't do anything. So he comes out, and then as he backs up, we get Darcy comes for the rescue and crashes right into his truck, trapping him there.
Don't know how she got there later than the whole military did. She started out like a day before, closer to him. They're further because of the whole Hex expansion, and they got there faster than her. And I was like, all right, at least you're on time.
Yeah, I mean,
at least you're on time.
But always on time.
Yeah,
that's the way I look at it. So then all of a sudden, when Scarlet Witch was fighting Agnes, she does a little disappearing act. I was like, oh, here we go. And then we get the creepy witch walk up behind her like she did in to so
quick fast.
That witch walk be creeping the hell out of me type thing.
I love it. I love it.
She does that and sends Agatha back to the Salem witch trials. But it looks like that Agatha has all the witches turn on Wanda and have her kind of trapped down to kind of steal unnecessarily her power.
Right.
But Wanda all of a sudden develops that Scarlet Witch crown, and then she just explodes out, and then she just kind of like tackles Agatha right out of this kind of reality. And we go right back to more of a witch fight. But Wanda is sitting there just keep shooting everything at Agnes. But Agnes seems to be like absorbing everything. Vision tries to help, but Wanda does the I would like to say Captain Marvel from Kingdom Come. Like, no, Superman, I got this. All right. I'm sorry, I had to do my favorite hero up in there a little bit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I said I had to stun on him real quick. But yeah, tell Vision, no, I got this. So she's up in the air and they're doing all the fighting and everything. And then, but it seems like she is just like miss. I'm like, my God, she got like stormtrooper shit going on with her.
Right.
And then her hands turning more and more black, and like she's losing like more and more power. Then Agnes sucks all the power away from her, and looks like that now Agnes has all the power. But then once again, we get a reveal back to episode 8, I believe it was, where
I think it was 7 at the end of 7. Was it at the end of 7? No, 8. I'm sorry, 8. It was 8.
Yes, it was episode 8, where she had all the runes on the wall and said the witch that casts the runes is the ones that can control the magic. Well, then that same thing Wanda was doing. She was putting all the symbols and stuff all across the hex walls.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, now that was dope to me.
I thought that was cool because I was like, okay, she's sitting here giving her magic, and then I saw her purposely aim past her and then hit the hex. I was like, what if she's casting a rune there? And then it's just like, oh, okay. Like I didn't even like it was just like a sleight of the mind of like, what if she would just do this? Maybe that would solve the problem. Oh, you thought of that. Okay, good.
So as she does that, oh my God, we get now to me, I enjoy this reveal more. We get full on Scarlet Witch.
Yep.
She has the crown. She has the Magneto type gear.
The outfit was on
point. I'm just like,
on point.
This shows right here that y'all can make their comic book visuals look good, because I in my personal opinion, this is the best she ever looked.
Absolutely, hands down. I liked her outfit when we saw her Age of Ultron at the end and then all that, but it wasn't Scarlet Witch. This is Scarlet Witch.
This is Scarlet Witch. No, that was just, that
was Wanda.
Punk rock band, something like that.
Hot Topic employee.
That's exactly what that was. I'm saying, but no, this was Scarlet Witch all the way. Brings Agatha back down, and what she does is she changes Agatha into the nosy neighbor. Keeps her trapped inside this prison,
which is horrifying. That's a horrifying ending.
Yes, as a character.
Yeah, but I think it's satisfying at the end of the day, because eventually Agatha is going to have to teach her. It's like, look, if I don't help you, you're going to end up destroying the world. So it's like I have to at this point.
Well, yeah, it looks like that of Agatha is going to be her mentor, like she was in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
Because she kind of flip flops a little bit,
right?
And I think she's going to probably make a cameo back in Multiverse of Madness.
Most likely.
I could definitely see that thing happening. But that was to just having her like that. So then she goes and closes all the hex, and she's going to go ahead and bring the family back home. And we as the hex is closed down, everything is changing back. But then when they finally get back home, they go put the kids to sleep. Kind of like how the woman was putting the kids to sleep on the Titanic when the ship was about to sink, but you got to put the kids to bed so they ain't got to experience any of this kind of stuff. I always looked at this scene like, well, I don't go to bed that easily. You know what I'm saying? I need about a good hour.
They handed some Benadryl. Get some Benadryl.
You know what I'm saying? I need something to knock me out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
especially knowing your death is coming. Like, all right.
I need something that's going to just knock me out type thing like that. But she puts there that her Vision have a moment. This one, Vision comes in with a New Jack City sweater on.
Oh yeah, fresh one.
Yeah. He comes in there and then, he makes a comment about leaving the light on so he can see it on one last time. It's a very emotional scene.
Yeah.
As we're clocking out to it, and then the hex comes, and it just comes. It takes Vision. Vision says his goodbye, and then we're right back to where we were. Right. And when we did that whole episode recap of her, building that whole house that was right there. Mm-hmm. So then she walks through the town with a hood up, and everybody knows who she is and staring her down.
Mm-hmm.
And they are looking at her like very upset type thing. And I'm like, this is
as
where
they should. As they should.
Where we're going to get the hatred for mutants at.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was saying this is my theory, that this is where the hatred and the racism and the stuff like that for mutants is going to come from.
I actually took it a different direction. I
can take it.
This is maybe the hatred of heroes, period. This may be what this whole saga is, because when we last left off in Far From Home, Spider-Man is a murderer. There's going to be people that's going to be against him. Scarlet Witch did all this. There's going to be people against her. So this is like, maybe we don't need these heroes.
But we did it already. It's called Civil War.
Yeah, but I think it's like, this is like, that was more of the government going against the heroes. This is where the people are going against the heroes.
But even the people have gone against the heroes in there when they even had those they had some people that went against the heroes after the first Avengers movie.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about heroes, especially in comic books, is especially when Fantastic Four gets here, heroes are always praised,
Right.
especially since the Avengers brought back everybody that was lost in the blip.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to even be looked at as bigger heroes. Everybody got the debriefing of what happened, so everybody's happy that they came back. And in the comic books, the hatred goes to me. She's a Nexus being,
right?
And when they get the debriefing that this woman, this is not no hero. This woman was born like this. It is a natural thing for her.
Mm-hmm.
So automatically, there's going to be that discrimination towards her and her people who are like her when it comes to the thing of all these people having these kind of reactions. So we don't know how the multiverse is going to work.
Right.
I'm saying, but you have to find a way for people to start hating mutants.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good way to start.
Huh?
It's a good way to start.
It's a good way to, because you can't just bring out this new thing they talk about some mutants, and then next thing you know, you don't have a hate day. But Monica still says, "Look, if this was me, I would do the same thing. I would bring my mama back."
Mm.
Yeah, so I was.
I just hate the line where Monica says, "They don't know how much you've done for them." I was like, "What?" She held them hostage. They had their nightmares. Their children are like locked up. Well, she don't know what.
What she said was they will never know how much you sacrificed.
Right. But still, sacrifice or not, you literally put them through the ringer. They have every right to be mad. Over 3 imaginary friends, you gave that all up.
Yeah.
I can't. No, I'm sorry. You're not really giving up much.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You're not giving up much.
You're absolutely right on that one. So, but Monica let us know that, she here as the actual Scarlet Witch flies off. So we get one of 2 post-credit scenes. Mm-hmm. We see Monica talking to Jimmy Woo is out there. Obviously, Darcy doesn't do briefings. And then this FBI agent come up and they take her to the theater, and we see that it's a scroll. And the scroll is letting her know that the guy wants to see you up there, which is Nick Fury, which relates to Nick Fury at the end of Spider-Man Far From Home, which we've seen him at. So I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Next one. And I was like, I don't care about these scrolls. I want to see if I was right about this. I was like, I still got a little bit of hope left out for this Mephisto type thing. But then we get to the next close here. We see Wanda at this little lodge by herself, and then we go pan right to the room, and then we see Scarlet Witch reading the book of the Dark Hole.
Okay.
And she's studying it, just like how Doctor Strange was, we'll see what he had that outer body thing.
Astral projecting, yeah. And I like that she could do that now. I like that she could do that.
Yeah, as we hear the kids calling out for mom, and she kind of looks up, and that's how it goes off. Yeah. So don't get Mephisto. They kind of ruined Pedro for me, but still a great series.
Yeah, still a great series. I guess the kids are in the Nexus. That's the only thing I'm assuming where they are. I'm not going to go into theories because I've been seeing a lot of people are disappointed with this finale. Rightfully so. You can be disappointed. You have your own opinion. However, you cannot get mad at Disney for not promising something that you expected.
Yeah, we can.
How?
Yeah, we can.
How?
Because Disney. See, this is
everyone expected Mephisto when it was like, what? It was like it was never said that Mephisto was going to be in it. It was never promised that Mephisto was going to be in it.
No, it was never promised by then. But out of every breakdown, that we ain't the only ones. I mean, I agree. Out of every breakdown that everything was doing, and I'm not saying you can't say. Disney will give you good stuff, but when you break it down something so bad and they have so many context clues that lead to certain things, and then when you overturn it and it's really not that, this was more of a self-containing story opposed to thinking outside the box. You gotta really think, like, if they were going to do Mephisto, you would probably do that in Doctor Strange type, right? To do that with a whole movie kind of budget type thing,
right?
But there was just so many things that was allude to point where people are going to be disappointed, where you are left with more questions than you are answers.
I think,
and sometimes when you're dealing with a series, you kind of want a lot of your if you're here for this whole ride, you kind of want a lot of your questions answered. Constantly with Endgame, if you're gonna be here for the whole 10 years and you're gonna go with this ride, you kind of want all your questions answered, at least 90% of them by the end of the movie. You don't want to leave with more than you came in with.
Right. And I feel like, though, this was definitely a self-contained story. But a lot of people who were expecting Mephisto was like, how are you still expecting Mephisto when we literally made a song and told you it was Agatha all along? And they're still like, oh, but Mephisto's going to be there. When Mephisto comes, it's going to get crazy. And then by the end of the series, it's like, no Mephisto. Now you're saying, oh, like a lot of people are saying the series is bad. It's like, it's not bad.
Oh, no.
There was never any, like, you theorized that Mephisto was going to be in it.
That's just people mad because they wrong. It's okay. I was saying, seriously,
right,
it's like I still don't even know how Falcon Winter Soldier can follow up to this.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still going to, it's Marvel.
I don't think it will. I don't think it will do great compared to this.
But WandaVision was great. WandaVision, the whole series is a complete nerdgasm from me.
Yeah, I agree.
I have no problems with it whatsoever. But those people are going to complain about that. I mean, look, I can be open and admit it. I was wrong. There was no Mephisto. It does not change the series for me.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, okay, I'm okay with not having Mephisto, but I still enjoyed the series for what it was.
Exactly.
Now, give it about 2 weeks, because they're going to come out of nowhere. There's going to be the Marvel fans that be like, just waiting and be like, well, I didn't like the series anyway, and this is what was wrong with it. They're going to pop up out of nowhere.
It don't matter because in 2 weeks I'm watching Justice League, so.
I'm not expecting the same level of quality. Well, not quite. I'm sorry. The same level of this. I'm not expecting the same thing coming out of Winter Soldier. I'm expecting more of a spy thriller with that. So I'm excited for what Winter Soldier has on. But yeah, like complete nerdgasm. This was a great series.
Yeah,
a great series.
So if you guys out there,
I can see myself watching it over again.
Which I am. Post out the comments down below if you guys enjoy WandaVision. Make sure you guys subscribe for the TV experience where we're going to get right into the Falcon and Winter Soldier when it comes up on the 19th. We're going to do our damnedest to go back to the schedule of having things out on Saturday instead of having this late. I know the last episode was very late because last week I was by myself, and this week, saying a lot of things are coming up on the day. But we're going to do our best to go back to that schedule for you guys. And stay tuned for that. Of course, we got the Snyder cut coming out.
Invincible.
And so we're going to be doing our at least on the studio side, we're going to be doing the countdown to Justice League because I'm going to be doing a lot of the remastered reviews that we did of all the DCEU films and releasing them. And I figured you can do our first review that we never did before of Man of Steel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do want to watch it again.
Yeah. So,
question: are the animated DC films on HBO Max?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not sure what I missed.
Only up to a certain amount.
Okay. I'm not sure what I missed, so I do want to catch up on what's animated.
When it comes to the DCEU movies, they're all on HBO Max.
Okay. I don't need to watch Aquaman again and their soundboard. Crazy movie.
It got all that great stuff up there. All right, guys. So once again, like, subscribe, and share. Once again, it's NCM place to be. Chum and the Anime Hero Swag on Zero.
The like button is free.
All right, and we'll see you on the next channel.